George Cox of Acton TV, Talk of the Town. We are here at the beautiful Rapscallion with Peter Daniel. So tell us a little bit about Rapscallion and how you got started.
And our official name as a company is called Concord Brewery. We just do all our branding as Rapscallion. So we started about 20 years ago, not us, but prior owners, incarnations of our company in West Concord, where Neshoba Bakery is. So just a couple miles down the road past the Rotary, from this location is where Rapscallion got its start. So it's kind of a unique full circle thing. We took it over. My brother and I took it over about 10 years ago when it was in Lowell. So it went from West Concord to Lowell and then out to Holyoke. So we took it over in Lowell. We moved it, stayed in Lowell for a brief time, moved it to Holyoke just because of some cheaper rent, old mill complexes and facilities. So similar to Lowell, a lot of old mill buildings that you can rent at a cheaper cost to put a brewery in. Then from Holyoke, we went to Sturbridge, where is our main facility is in Sturbridge. We have a pub out there. My brother and I, who co-own the business, separate the division. So he's out in Sturbridge most of the time with the pub and brewery, and then I'm here in Acton. So we have the two locations going now.
You're keeping it all in the family, and you're keeping it very local, which is great. What's it like starting a business with your family?
Yeah, it's my brother and I started. We started another company from scratch. That's how we got in the brewery. About a decade ago, we were, we had day jobs, entry-level day jobs, and at nighttime we would build draft beer systems. So when you go to a bar or restaurant, you order draft beer. Those systems, we thought of an idea like, let's build that out. I mean, you'd heard so many other, whether plumber, electricians, a lot of them, but when I was having a beer, I said, who really builds those systems? You don't really think of that stuff. And my brother and I said, maybe there's a niche there. Maybe there's a little more room for some competition or people to enter that market.
What would you like to tell people about, coming down to Rapscallions and, getting out of the domestic beer mode and trying some of your craft beer?
Yeah, no, we were talking about that earlier, which I really like some of the things you said, because you were commenting on how you like the honey beer, our pale ale. And I like to, we've always been there's a lot of craft breweries out there now, and it's kind of exploding. It's a very, I don't like to use the word saturated market, but it's just a very flooded, very just explosive market now, and we hope it sustains itself.
And coming up next, we're going to talk to the chef and talk about some of the food here. So, Peter, thank you for talking to us.
Pleasure.
Cheers. So tell us a little bit about the menu if people haven't been here before.
We try and source everything as local as possible. Even our tomatoes come from Maine all year round in greenhouses. You can drive to any one of our proteins within a day. So we try and keep it local, fresh. We focus on the beer because the beer is the primary part of our business.
If people have never been here before, what would you recommend them having?
Something new. Everything here is wonderful. So this is the hardest question I always get because I change the menu every 3 months. Everything's fresh. It's different. There's a little taste for something for everyone. We try not to focus on any one thing. We're not specific to any one region, but we have a little taste of everything for everyone. So if you haven't tried it, it's comfortable. Same with the beer here. Everything is, it's very approachable from start to finish.
We also had the chance to sit down with head brewmaster to talk about some of his craft beer creations. Sean, tell us what you do here.
I work at the brewing facility out in Sturbridge, Mass. I'm the head brewer, director of operations out there. So I take care of all the product from grain to glass for the most part. We do roughly about 5,000 brewery barrels a year between this location and the other one. We ship our beer from our production facility out to this facility to maintain freshness and quality.
What is some of your experience becoming a brewmaster? I mean, do you go to college for that, or you got to be a mixologist, I'm sure. So, what is a little bit about your background, Sean?
I started brewing 2001, a homebrew level. My parents got me a homebrew kit for Christmas, and sat around with that thing for a little bit. Was kind of afraid to do it, and then a friend of mine came over and got into it, and we became really fun. Sat around, made beer and drank, and then we started developing our own recipes. Then I realized it was something I really wanted to get into. And then finally got my foot in the door working at Old Saratoga Brewing Company, and then I started from there, worked at Paper City Brewery as well, and as Pioneer as well. So worked at a couple different places and got into it, and kind of got most of my knowledge from hands-on experience.
And tell us about what we're drinking now. I know, because I just hate to drink on the job. I'm enjoying a honey beer, and what are you having? It looks a little
This
dark.
is our porter. So the honey pale ale, I'll give you a little bit of background on that. That's our flagship beer. It's brewed with 120 pounds of local honey per 1,300 gallons that we do. That beer I brew probably about 2-3 times a month. The porter is our fall to spring seasonal, so we let this kind of do 2 seasons because it's kind of a popular one over at our Stein Hall as well as the restaurant here. The beer's in good shape. We have different varieties, we have all beers for everybody. So if you're into lagers, we have lagers. If you're into the Belgian style beers, we have that. The pale ales and the IPAs, we also have that. So we have a well-rounded selection of beers.
So there is something for everyone here at Rapscallion. Sean, we'd like to thank you for talking to us. And if people want to know about the selection, visit their website at drinkrapscallion.com.